Hey buddies, it's Dylan. I'm going to be doing a Kashtira deck profile because I was able to get top 4 at the Minneapolis regionals. It was about 192 people, and it was the biggest regionals that I've ever topped, and I played Kashtira. Before we get into it, we got to point out the mat. This is the second time that this mat has won a regionals, and this gave me all my strength during the day. Over this weekend I played 15 rounds of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I couldn't have done it without her. So thank you, Taylor. So that being said, let's get into the video. The Kashtira lineup's pretty standard. It's got 3 Unicorn, 3 Fenrir. We are a bit small, we're only running the 1 Rise Heart. I only missed it a couple times throughout the day, so I would probably put in a second if I were to change the list. And then we also played the 1 Scareclaw and the 1 Ogre. The Ogre, a lot of people are taking out because it's kind of bad, but it is really beefy. I found out that if you have the field spell up, Labyrinth can't really attack over the Ogre, they can only crash into it, which was nice. For hand traps, we're doing 3 Shifter, really good this format. We're doing the 3 Droll. These conflicted sometimes, but if you opened up both in your hand, you would just wait for your opponent to search a card, and once they search, you can activate Shifter and then chain Droll. So then not only are they not able to add cards from their deck to hand, but everything gets banished, so it's really ugly. Ash Blossom, I saw 2 of these in my opening hand a lot, so I was making a lot of Barons this weekend, and yeah, it was pretty good. And then I also played the Gamma package. I was a bit wary on it at first, but Gamma is really good. I only got to resolve it a few times throughout the weekend, and I never got to make Omega once, but in theory Omega is also very good. That's it for the monsters. Onto the spells. Running 3 of the field spell and a terraforming. And then we're doing 3 of each of the Kashtira spells. I did find myself going into games 2 and 3 siding out 1 copy of the Theosis just to make room for other things. I almost never took out a Birth because Birth is like the best card in the deck. But Theosis, I felt like if you saw 2 in hand, it was kind of meh. And most of the times, if you open up the Birth, you just grab the Theosis anyways. And then we did 3 Prosp, no Desires. I was playing Desires previously, but like, I don't know, the Banished 10 just always felt really bad for me. And then 2 Book of Moon. I was very wary on this card, but it overperformed this weekend, especially in the mirror. And against stuff like Math Mech, just being able to flip down one of their cards before they can link or XC someone was really good. I also played 1 Talents and 1 Change of Heart. Originally I was playing 2 Talents, and I thought, oh, well, Change of Heart's funny. This did nothing this weekend. I'd probably take this out for the 2nd Rise Heart. And then lastly for the traps, I played both the Big Bang and the Prep. A lot of people cut the Prep because they think it's just like a win more card, but I like having it, especially for when I play stuff like Eldritch or Labyrinth, because it doesn't really do anything against them, but they get scared because it says trap card. That's it for the main deck. It's 41 cards, which I thought was fine. Onto the extra deck. The extra deck's also pretty normal, except for 1 small change, which I'll talk about. We've got 3 Rise Heart, 2 Shankar Era, 1 Big Eye, 1 Diablosis, 2 Zeus, and then the change is I played Dracosac instead of Dark Armed. Everybody told me how good Dark Armed was, but I've never actually made Dark Armed, maybe once in the entire time I played Kashtira. And Dracosac always came in handy, especially when I was playing against stuff like Labyrinth. They'd activate Skill Drain, so I just get 2 level 7s on board, make Draco, and then pop the Skill Drain, which always came in handy. I missed the Dark Arm only once this weekend, but yeah, I still prefer Dracosac over it, just because it outs Floodgates. That's it for the XCs, and then for the links, just Goliath and Donner. Instead of Garura, we're playing Skull Knight. This never came up, but then again, Garura never would have come up either. I never got like my Arise Heart, Kaiju, or anything while these were underneath it. And then lastly for the Synchros, an Omega and a Baron. Like I said, Omega's really good, but I never got to make it. And Baron I went into a lot this weekend. Like I said, I opened up multiple Ashes. So if I opened up like a Unicorn, an Ash, and a Birth, I would just make Baron and then bring back the Unicorn with Birth. Onto the side deck. Side deck's probably like the worst part, if you ask me, because I didn't know what to do, but it did okay this weekend. I did 3 Kumungus, just because it's a level 7 and it's a Kaiju. I did this over Nibiru, just because I was worried that people were going to play around it, and this was good. I almost never saw it, but anytime I did, it always helped. I played 3 Evenly. I still think Evenly is a very powerful card, and yeah, every time I saw this, it was live, and it helped out a bunch. I played 3 Cosmic. Normally I play 2 Cosmic and 1 Harpies, but I was very afraid of Anti-Spell this weekend. And then the 3 Dark Ruler. I think I saw this like 3 times and never got to activate it once. And lastly, the 3 Econ. The Econ is good in theory. It only came up once when my opponent activated Hurley Leap on their card, and I activated Econ to take it, which was very funny. And that's it for the profile. In Minneapolis, I went XO2. I drew against Rika Sun Avalon and Kashtira. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.